how I took my knots from this to this by lifting and toning with bleach, shampoo, and toners. Every bundle of hair is going to react differently to lifting. So I went ahead and ventilated 4 different squares so that I could test out different volumes, different bleaches, so that we can get it exactly the way I wanted it. One of my main goals was to try my best to see how I could get it to where it would not lift past the knot. Figured out that the lift, beautiful, but it kept going and sliding up the shaft. And I realized it was because the hair was laying into that bleach. And as that bleach would swell, it would then cover more than just the knot. Now keep in mind, the things that are gonna work for me may be different for you depending on the hair, but I ended up using 40 volume, and this was the one I used. And then I used this bleach that already had a pre-blue mix in it. This purple shampoo with this rinse ended up being my go-to combination. So in order to not destroy this wig that I've spent about 100 hours on, I took a Q-tip, took my 40 volume bleach, and painted in at that hairline. Now, is this psychotic? Yes. But do you need this detail so that you don't get a blonde cast across? Yes. So as I went, I took light pressure and I would look around at the top of the wig and make sure that the hair was sticking straight out of that bleach so that it wasn't laying in the bleach and potentially lifting more than just the knot. And if you want to be a little bit more detailed, I ended up doing more of a zigzag bleaching so that it would not create another line of just like bleach knots and then not bleach knots. And I knew I just wanted the hairline. I didn't need to necessarily go all the way back into the hair. Is this technique a bit psychotic and a bit overly detailed? Yes. But if you don't want to destroy a wig you just spent weeks working on, I highly recommend being this detailed. Now I will also add that I did have to do 2 rounds to lift it as far as I wanted, and then of course I went back through and kind of did a mixture back and forth to tone this. I did not use a regular toner because I found that the toners I like to use actually made them darker with my test, so I was like, nope, we're gonna go straight purple and see what happens. So I hope that this is helpful, and if you're looking to be as psychotic as me to get these knots exactly the way you want them, try out this and let me know how it works. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.